right now on Jamaica News Page tonight. Devastating tragedy on Jamaica's roads. 4 lives lost after a violent collision along the St. Elizabeth Westmoreland border. We're tracking the latest probe into the deadly accident. Also tonight, corruption exposed. 2 lawmen and a mechanic are under arrest after an alleged drug bust worth millions of dollars. We have the details on how they were caught. And gospel singer and pastor Donnie McClurkin breaks his silence after being accused of sexually assaulting a male assistant.
This is going to be quite interesting, but God knows, and I rely on the Lord.
More on what he's saying tonight. Plus, there's good news tonight. Rebuilding hope one home at a time. A Jamaican businesswoman moved to tears by Hurricane Melissa returns to the hardest hit communities, not just with relief supplies, but with blocks, boards, and a promise to rebuild. How her foundation is helping families start over after the storm. Welcome back to Jamaica News Page tonight. News that keeps you connected to what's happening across Jamaica. And we're all powered by viewers just like you. We've got great rewards just for you. When you become a Jamaica News Page member, you unlock rewards you will love, including a loyalty badge next to your name in the comments, shoutouts for your birthday, anniversaries, other special moments, and just so much more. Joining is easy. Just click subscribe, then click join, and choose to become a FUA Star or FUA Elite member right now. That's it, simple and quick. Please leave a comment so we can welcome you with a shout out. A link to join has also been posted in the comments. Thank you for joining. Jamaica News Page tonight starts right now. We begin tonight with a heartbreaking appeal from Westmoreland, where a family already battered by Hurricane Melissa is now fighting to save the life of their 13-year-old son. Jarrell Gordon, born on January 12, 2012, in fact Monday is his birthday, has been diagnosed with stage 5 kidney disease and urgently needs a kidney transplant. Jarrell fell seriously ill late last year and was rushed from the Savannah Lamar Public General Hospital to the University Hospital of the West Indies on October 1st, where he began dialysis treatment. Doctors have since confirmed that a transplant is his only chance at survival. The surgery has been approved at an Orlando, Florida hospital, with Jarrell's father willing to donate his kidney. But there is a major hurdle. The family must raise $170,000 to cover the cost of the life-saving procedure. Once an energetic teenager who loved football and caring for his animals, Jarrell's life has changed dramatically. His mother, Vanessa Ebanks, says the illness has even affected his eyesight. She explains that as night falls, Jarrell struggles to see clearly, unable to read textbooks, only seeing blurred lines instead of words. Jarrell now undergoes dialysis 2 to 3 times each week, forcing him out of school and requiring frequent travel between Kingston and Westmoreland. During the week, the family stays with relatives in Kingston so he can access treatment. As if that weren't enough, Jarrell also suffered nerve damage to his left hand after a failed IV insertion during his hospital stay. The swelling lasted for weeks, permanently damaging the nerves and leaving his fingers curled, meaning his mother now assists him with basic daily tasks, including bathing. His mother says Jarrell just wants his life back, to eat normally, to drink freely, and to return to school like other children his age. The family's struggle has been made even harder by Hurricane Melissa. Ebanks unfortunately lost her job while her husband's seafood business remained shut down due to ongoing power issues. Still, despite the pain and uncertainty, hope remains. Vanessa Ebanks says the family is praying and trusting God for a breakthrough, believing that the funds will be raised and that Jarrell will get the surgery he desperately needs. So far, the family has raised about 15% of the $170,000 goal. They're now appealing to us for help, reminding us that no donation is too small and every act of kindness brings Jarrell one step closer to a second chance at life. Well, Jarrell, Jamaica News Page has donated $100 to your GoFundMe. You may also donate as well to Jarrell's GoFundMe like we did. Just search for Jarrell Gordon. A link to the GoFundMe page is in this video description. You may also donate by bank transfer to the Bank of Nova Scotia Negril branch. There you see it on your screen. Account name, Sandy Ebanks. Account number, 844201. Good luck, Jarrell. We're rooting for you. Now to heartbreak on Jamaica's roads. 4 people are dead following a violent 2-vehicle crash along the Crawford to Fonthill Main Road near the St. Elizabeth Westmoreland border on Saturday evening.
The victims have been identified as 30-year-old Janine Dawkins, the driver of the Voxy, 10-year-old Antoasia Legister, 12-year-old Janelia Dunkley, a student of Magotay High School, and 17-year-old Janado Dunkley, a student of Lacovia High School.
Jamaica News Page tonight understands that around 5 p.m. a black Toyota Voxy driven by Dawkins was traveling with the 3 children when it collided with a white Freightliner JPS truck being driven by a Canadian worker. Police say both vehicles were traveling in opposite directions, and preliminary reports suggest the Toyota may have been moving at a high rate of speed and failed to keep left, driving into the path of the oncoming utility truck. All 4 occupants of the Voxy were taken from the wreckage and transported to hospital, but sadly, they were pronounced dead. The driver of the utility truck reportedly sustained minor injuries and was taken to hospital as well. Investigations into the deadly crash are ongoing. Meanwhile, authorities are urging motorists to be extremely careful on the roads at night, especially in areas that are poorly lit, and they noted that some sections still have limited electricity after Hurricane Melissa. We're following developing news in St. Andrew. A police woman is receiving medical treatment after she was mowed down by a taxi operator Friday afternoon at the intersection of Hope Road and Lady Musgrave Road. We're told the incident happened sometime after 5 p.m., and there is still no official word tonight on whether the taxi driver has been arrested or charged. And another major development tonight involving members of the security forces. A senior police inspector assigned to the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Branch, CTOC, is in custody tonight after nearly 6 kilograms of cocaine were seized from his vehicle during a late-night operation in Kingston. Jamaica News Page tonight understands the operation was carried out by the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division, FNID, around 7 p.m. Thursday at a bar in Woodford Park, Kingston 4, following intelligence that vehicles at the location were being used in illegal drug activity. When the FNID team arrived, the 51-year-old inspector was observed among other patrons at the bar. Investigators say 3 vehicles were identified near the premises: a Toyota Tacoma belonging to the police inspector, a Kia owned by a 43-year-old Jamaica Defense Force member, and a Honda Stepwagon linked to a 37-year-old mechanic. Police say searches were requested of all 3 vehicles. While the other 2 were searched, the inspector initially refused access to his vehicle, prompting officers to call in a senior FNID officer. According to investigators, when that officer arrived, the inspector admitted that cocaine was inside his vehicle. All 3 vehicles were then secured and towed to FNID headquarters, where the inspector's Toyota Tacoma was searched in his presence. Inside, police say they found 5 rectangular parcels wrapped in masking tape and clear plastic inside a white plastic bag at the rear of the vehicle. The substance is believed to be cocaine with an estimated weight of 5.8 kilograms or 12.5 pounds. Police say the cocaine has an estimated street value of up to 100 million Jamaican dollars. Also seized were the inspector's Glock service pistol, 3 magazines, 53 rounds of ammunition, his Jamaica Constabulary Force ID, a holster, and a Galaxy Note 9 cell phone. Investigators say a follow-up operation was also carried out at the inspector's residence in his presence, but nothing illegal was found. All 3 men, the police inspector, the JDF member, and the mechanic, are from St. Catherine and were arrested on a reasonable suspicion of breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. Their names are being withheld pending formal charges. Tonight, the inspector remains in custody at the Halfway Tree Police lockup as investigations continue. Now, if you're in a community hit by Hurricane Melissa and someone is telling you to pay cash to get back electricity, listen carefully. JPS and the government are warning tonight that is a scam. JPS says it's receiving reports, especially out of Westmoreland, that people claiming to be contractors are approaching residents and demanding money to restore power. JPS President and CEO Hugh Grant says the position is clear. No one should be charging you even $1 to reconnect electricity. He says JPS has adopted zero tolerance and they're now working with community leaders, counselors, and the police, even using undercover operations to stop the fraud. But Grant says one major challenge remains. Residents often don't want to formally report what happened, and without details, it becomes harder to hold scammers accountable. JPS customers who are approached for payment for electricity reconnections are encouraged to report it via SMS, text messaging, or WhatsApp to 876 499 2061, including, if possible, a photo of the individual or vehicle and the license plate number. Reports can also be made at the nearest police station. Now to international news involving gospel singer and pastor Donnie McClurkin. McClurkin is denying sexual assault allegations after a lawsuit was filed against him by his former male assistant, Giuseppe Corletto. Speaking during a Facebook Live, McClurkin described the claims as completely untrue and says he has not seen or spoken to Corletto in more than a decade.
I just want to let you all know from my mouth to you, from my heart to yours, that it's unfortunate that I'm trying to be delicate, It's unfortunate that such allegations have been lodged. I don't understand the machinations of the young man's mind. He's not young, really. He's 40 some odd years old. But I haven't seen this fellow in over, well, now it's 11 years, since 2015. And I haven't spoken to him since that long either. But people do things for different reasons. Most of them are monetarily motivated. And it's a shame. It's a shame because to consider yourself or to proclaim yourself to be a victim of something that didn't happen discredits the people that it has happened to. And it's a shame. But the one thing that I do know is that truth will always prevail.
Jamaica News Page tonight understands that the lawsuit alleges Corletto sought out McClurkin years ago while struggling with his sexuality and faith, and claims abuse occurred during what he describes as spiritual sessions. McClurkin has rejected those claims and says he's praying for Corletto.
Be not dismayed, whatever betide you, God will take care of you.
Back home and in other news tonight, businesswoman Lloydine Little Miss Alexander says when she visited sections of Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth just days after the hurricane, she was moved to tears. She had already spent about $5 million packing 40-foot container with relief supplies, but she says after seeing the destruction firsthand, she knew she had to do more than provide food and toiletries. Through her Little Miss Foundation, she's now helping to rebuild homes for 6 families across communities, including Burnt Savannah, Santa Cruz, White House, Middle Quarters, and New River. She says she's providing building materials like blocks, boards, and other supplies, and even preparing items for additional containers, determined to help as many families as possible. She says the work is coming from her heart, not for recognition, and wants storm victims to know they are not alone. Awesome work there. By the way, please be reminded that Jarrell Gordon needs your help to get a kidney transplant. Donations can be made on GoFundMe like we did. Just search for Jarrell Gordon. A link to the GoFundMe page is in this video description. You may also donate by bank transfer to the Bank of Nova Scotia, Negril branch. There you see it on your screen. Account name Sandy Ebanks, account number 844201. Please, we're begging you, please, please, let's just all help Jarrell Gordon. And that's the news on Jamaica News Page tonight. News that keeps you connected to what's happening across Jamaica. And we're all powered by viewers just like you. This year, we've got great rewards just for you. When you become a Jamaica News Page member, you unlock rewards you'll love, including a loyalty badge next to your name in the comments, shoutouts for your birthday, anniversaries, other special moments, and just so much more. Joining is easy. Just click subscribe, then click join, and choose to become a FUA Star or FUA Elite member right now. That's it, simple and quick. A link to join has been posted in the comments. Please leave a comment so we can welcome you with a shout out. Thank you for joining, and also thank you for watching Jamaica News Page tonight. We'll see you in the comments, and be sure to join us again for more news. From all of us here, good night.